Welcome back, friends. Today we are going to customize our CZ457 Pro Varmint stock. I believe this is actually a Boyd stock that CZ ships with these. It is a solid laminate stock. You can see the layers of lamination there. And the reason I say it's a Boyd stock is because it had a Boyd's recoil pad back here on the back. This is a pretty heavy duty stock, and if you decide you want to add some weight to it to change the balance of it, right here underneath the barrel there's a nice big channel here. You got about 10 inches here where you can add pretty much as much weight as you want and move it fore and aft just to get the balance just the way you want. And you'll just screw it down with a wood screw because it's pretty thick here. As you can see, I want you to take a look at the texture of this. We mentioned it earlier. I'm not sure if the light will pick it up, but it's kind of a dimpled type texture, and I think it's going to work out real good for us. We're not going to do anything, you know, super trick. We're just going to paint it OD green because I'm an OD green kind of guy. So let's get over to the paint booth, also known as the north side of the shop, because that's not where the wind blows. And we'll get this thing hung up and let's throw some paint on it. We're back. We're out here in the OSHA approved, well ventilated paint booth. We're going to be spraying some of this high dollar Krylon camouflage flat OD green. Let's get her done. Pretty easy. Even a moron can do it, like I told you. And you know, if you don't like it, just paint over it again with something else. It's not a big deal. We're going to put on a couple coats. It says dries in 15 minutes. Well, since it's 98 degrees out here, probably going to be a little quicker. Oh, this stuff sprays really nice. And we'll get the interior. We're not in any big hurry. Make sure you get your hangers far enough away from the stock that when you paint it, you don't have a blank spot there. Man, I think this is kind of a, and it's an interesting color of green. It's not like the OD green on my my SIG M400 AR. This is actually kind of cool looking, and I think by the time we get that black action back in there, black recoil pad on it, and these black studs on here for contrast, I think it's going to look muy buenos. So let me continue to paint here, and then we'll take a look at it here in a minute. Okay, we've got our second coat on here. It's been drying about 30 minutes. Probably gonna let it dry a little longer, and then we're gonna put a coat of clear on it. And I want you to look at this. It looks badass. I mean, this color, it's really kind of unusual, and I think it's gonna turn out really well. Now, it says ultra flat camouflage olive on the back. But I've been to Italy. I ain't seen any olives that look like that, but that's okay because I think it's going to look pretty cool for what we're doing. Next thing we're going to do is put some Krylon clear on here. This is the satin. I think I'll let this dry for, I'll probably let it dry overnight. Make sure it's good and hard, won't have any problems with it. We'll get the action back in it and let you guys take a look at the finished product. Well, here's our finished product. We decided to take her for a spin out to the range today. Look at that green. Yes, it did settle into a nice, beautiful olive color, just like the can said, and the paint job turned out awesome. That satin finish is exactly what I was looking for on that clear coat. So there you are, folks. You can do this yourself, and if you want to get a little bit more creative, you can do some sponge painting, and you can also do some camo, but I'm really not a camo guy. But there's a lot of good videos out there on YouTube. You want to check those out just to spruce up your little 457 just the way you want it. So until next time, you guys be safe, keep the muzzle pointed down range, and we'll see you down the road. Adios.